So this is the main character of Dead Rising, Officer Real Name. He's a real officer with the police. He's fully licensed. That's his police number. That's the number that all police officers have. So we're just going to run to the back here and trigger the cutscene. This is going to be the main run killer if you try and do this. So over here I try and grab the shotgun and I've just killed 4 zombies. Just from a QTE. You don't always kill zombies when you get grabbed. Sometimes you can just shake them off and get lucky, which you'll see happen quite a few times in the run. Other times you'll just flick someone off and casually kill like 5 people and then you're fucked and you gotta reset. So that's fun. I'm starting this game at level 45. This is fresh off of my first playthrough of the PC port when it came out. So I've only got to get a little bit of PP to top myself up and get to the level cap, which you'll see later on. Alright, now we're back for attempt 2, and I'm still trying to grab the shotgun from this guy. So I kick my way into here, get grabbed again, and that's 3 dead. Yeah. So let's just fast forward here. It's not that hard to escape from this screen normally. You can just intentionally let a zombie grab you and then kill you, and no matter what happens, you'll get teleported out. So here, all I'm doing is just interacting with the first 2 survivors and getting a bit of PP. Just want to push myself up from level 45 to 50 as soon as possible so I don't have to bother about escorting people later on in the game when things actually get kind of hairy. So right up here, just so I have a weapon, I'm going to pick up the mannequin torso. It's a very practical weapon. Torso's kind of Officer Real Name's signature weapon. Probably didn't need the Uzi, as you'll see shortly. So just up here, you're going to see our first blender of the run, and one of the best stores in the game for us. So if you don't know, the blender is a crafting item. It lets you put food items in it, and based on what food items you put in, you'll get a juice out. Drinking these juices gives you a special buff for a limited amount of time, and these buffs completely break the game. They're so OP, it's ridiculous. Anyway, we're going to grab some Untouchable here. Now the great thing about this store is not only is it really close to the safe room where we continually come out of all the time, but the 3 pies and infinite respawning OJs means we can get, each time we pass through here, 3 Untouchables. We completely luck out, and the random food item I picked up allows us to get a quick step, which is easily the most powerful item in this game. It's absurd. But yeah, the great thing about the store is the interior design book, which means that mannequin torsos will last 3 times as long. We are fully kitted out with the torso build. So here's why quick step's really good. Yeah. Now the best thing about Untouchable is that it means we can't actually get grabbed by zombies. Now we can still lose health, but if they can't grab us, then there's no way of pushing them down and accidentally getting a bunch of kills. So here's the first boss fight of the game, and one of the mandatory people we do need to kill, Uzi Carlito. Here's the best strategy for killing Carlito. You run up him, you hit him 3 times. So now we're in the food court, and we are passing by the most important store in the game. This store has a blender, and right next to the blender are exactly enough items to make 3.5 quick steps, which we will be abusing the shit out of through this entire run. So you might think this mission would be unbearably difficult because Dead Rising is notorious for its bad AI, and you can't kill anything, which means you can't directly help this guy get to the exit. Luckily, however, all of the mandatory escort missions you have to do as part of the main quest are pretty easy. All Brad will do is just make a beeline for the exit. So here's the part of the main quest where we meet Dr. Barnaby. Unfortunately, the selfish cunt has barricaded himself in a bookshop. It means we can't get any of the brokenly overpowered books that are in there, like the book that makes juices last twice as long. All the items in any zone respawn when you re-enter. Some of the items don't respawn unless you completely use them. For example, the Uzi we're carrying will not actually spawn in the food court. Oh, I just killed 2 people. Most items will respawn just by leaving the zone, which means we can farm items incredibly easily. Considering this is a pacifist run, we also don't have to carry around a lot of weapons, really 1 or 2 at most. So we can just fill our inventory with tons and tons of quick steps. Don't even really need to get much Unstoppables either. Anyway, here's what Unstoppable can do for you. Again, you can still lose health here, but it doesn't matter, because being level 45, we have so much health, it just doesn't matter. That's a tit shot. So here's Kent's mission. So, not to spoil the joke or anything, but for reasons I'll get into later, I complete Kent's quest here. Now that's an example of getting grabbed by a zombie and surviving, which is very nice. Cool, so now we're going to do Kent's side quest real quick. Kent's side quest is really annoying. Especially because he likes to play fuck about.
Now this is my sexiest shot.
Now you might not be able to guess, but the goal of the side quest here is to get a really high quality erotica shot. I don't know how we're supposed to interpret that from what he said, but whatever. So we're just going to fill up on quick steps here. Go to this area. We're going to do barricade repair really quick. So we zone out the Alfresca Plaza so Otis will give us the scoop. That spawns in the survivor we need to rescue. This dialogue is text only, no audio, consistently, and there's no option to skip it. And while I'm doing this incredibly long conversation, all the zombies are stacking up there. Now the thing about Leah is that she is injured, and so can only limp. Also, when you press B, you pick up the thing that's next to her. Oh, and I just killed someone. Yes, that's good. This may be the worst part of the entire run for me. It's really up there. So this time I'm going to try saving the barricade pair. So here I try a different tactic. Now there's a very specific reason I'm saving Leah, which I'll let you know later. The thing about this quest is that you have to beat up Bert, and then you'll be able to recruit him. So here I am trying to corral the zombies out, so I can go back and get Leah. Again, just trust me, there's a very good reason I'm saving this NPC. Just trust me on that, okay? Anyway, I'm going to leave Leah at the door there, and forget to set a waypoint, so Leah will try to stumble after me. Now, I have Leah, who is the person I actually do need to save, but I'm going to try and pick up Sophie here anyway. Flick. You might be asking yourself, where are the convicts? They're stuck behind a tree. So now I'm just wasting Uzi ammo. This was probably not worth it. Anyway, the great thing about carrying people on your back in Dead Rising is that it actually makes you significantly harder to knock down. There we have the Queen cutscene. Luckily this does not count towards our kill count. I want to know what sick madman at Capcom designed this area, made it so that there's a ledge there that you have to climb up, and made it so the radius that survivors have to be in to come in the safe room with you to be just slightly shorter than the length of the platform. If I could change one single thing about Dead Rising, it would be turning that block into a ramp. Cool, so this is the reason I got Leah. There's actually a way to take a photo of Leah where you get enough erotica points to satisfy...
Man, you saved my life.
Yeah, so turns out, you don't need Leah, you need Sophie. And I rescued the wrong survivor for no reason. I'm really good at Dead Rising 1, I don't know if you know this about me, I'm just really good at this game. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, if the parameters for success is just ending A, with no kills, what have we got to do now? Because the next main quest isn't until the morning. The answer is not a whole lot.